Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tek Tok Thursdays by Impact. Entrepreneurs are often on a quest to change the world, and today, Saif, the founder of Nafas, an app that caters to the mental health and well being of people, is enabling and empowering people to take the first step towards self discovery through meditation. Saif believes that one needs to be conscious of their breath and meditate to spend time with oneself. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hello, Saif, how are you doing?
Hey, Sunit, how are you? I'm great. I'm doing fine. Thank you for hosting me this week.
It's our pleasure, Saif. So, moving on to the questions. Nafas is a very interesting concept. So, what was the idea behind coming up with something like this?
So it's a mix of personal experience, to be honest. I was a little bit of a workaholic, and with time, stress piled up with me. Um, I For me, when I started all my career, it was basically about me trying and push myself. But with time, the problem is I created some bad mental habits, things like blaming myself or pressuring myself to work harder, work more, rather than supporting myself, loving myself to be a better person and do the work that I want to do. So that's part of it. The other part of it is honestly, we have a lack of awareness when it comes to the mental health in the region, the impact of it on people, and how to deal with it. So we didn't really want. Obviously, there are multiple solutions out there. When it comes to connecting therapists, counselors, things like that. But personally, I felt a great benefit out of meditation, and it's something that you can do in your own privacy. You don't really have to communicate to a certain person. You don't need to deal with people you might not trust, or you don't want to share specific things. And yeah, that's basically how Nafas came to be. We wanted to create things that will teach us the basics of meditation, how to deal, for example, with anger, stress, anxiety, and a lot of others as well.
That's perfect. So, how does improve your relationships and increase your productivity? Like, what feature does the app support?
So let me rephrase the question a little bit. Since Nafas is about meditation and mindfulness, let's answer the question of how does mindfulness improves our relationships and work and productivity. So the idea with meditation and mindfulness in general is to help you deal with your emotions, how to manage them, and in return, that builds new skill sets within you. Things like if you can understand yourself, you can understand other people as well. That creates compassion. That creates empathy within you. So in return, that helps you be a better communicator, make you know how other people feel, so you're able to connect with them in a better way. So that's one side of it. The other side, when it comes to productivity, again, mindfulness is about being in the moment itself, being present, not thinking about the past, not getting busy about the future and its worries. So the more that you're able to concentrate and be present, the more you can work, basically, and not get distracted by other scenarios. So that's how mindfulness and meditation helps you. Now with Nafas, we take meditation through audio only content in Arabic, and we integrate themes in it. So we teach you meditation under the theme of managing your stress, or how to
Right.
be more productive, or how to deal with anger, for example. So we do different kind of themes for meditation.
Great. So, meditation is an approach to training the mind, similar to the way that fitness is an approach to training the body. So, how does Nafas help in teaching us the right meditation techniques for our minds?
Okay. So yes, it's a lot like fitness. It needs some persistence in it in such a way that it will not really work out from the first time you do it. Like the gym, you won't lose 5 kgs from your first mile running. It's the same thing with mindfulness. Although it has some great initial effect, but for you to be able to have the best outcome of it, you have to sustain it as a habit. Now, for us as Nafas, how do we make sure that the content that we're providing is the right content? Is basically we deal with life coaches and counselors who have more than 15 years of experience dealing and writing content specifically for
Oh, that's great, actually.
yeah, yeah. And on top of that, what we are doing, we have therapists and counselors that review the content to make sure that it follows the right methodology for it. And as a last checkpoint, we have a linguistic that makes sure that basically we are delivering the right message through the right kind of words.
Well, that's amazing, actually. So, what's the ideal time that needs to be spent using Nafas? Like, how
So,
beneficial is it for someone who's experiencing work pressure or fallouts?
So there's no appropriate time. Meditation will be done at any time of the day. We've hear and read a lot of articles where big CEOs say we meditate 2 hours per day, for example, and that's a lot of time, by the way. Basically, what happens is that even in their commute for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they try to do a little bit of meditation exercises before they sleep, after they wake up. So it really depends on your routine and how you deal with it. But consistency is quite important. And in Nafas, what we're trying to do is to not have it too long. We want people to be able to do it even as beginners. So we provide meditations that are from 5 to 15 minutes, something that is digestible and easy for people to use. Experts say for the best effect, you should meditate at around 20 minutes per day.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So the whole world is going through a pandemic which has drastically impacted our everyday living. How can we cope with this pandemic through meditation?
So the main thing for you is to accept yourself. And that's what meditation helps you to do, is to accept your feelings, to accept your current state. You don't really interact a lot with it. So, for example, if you're sad, you are able to observe that, but not be into that emotion itself. So you're not stuck in that loop of feeding yourself negative emotions on and on and on. But honestly, everyone deals with the pandemic differently. And what I want to tell everyone is, honestly, it doesn't matter. As long as you're able to survive it, that is good enough for you. We've heard a lot of people who say, I've been reading like 10 books a day. Some other people are saying, I've been exercising 2 hours a day, and that's great for them. But if you are, as a person, not able to do that, that's completely fine. If you are struggling with the pandemic, you need to understand that it's quite normal, because it's not only you, a lot of people are not used to such a situation. And this situation is actually something unprecedented. It's not expected for you to be able to deal with it perfectly.
That was amazing. So, lastly, would you like to share any message with our audience?
Well, meditate every day and use our application for that.
That was a direct marketing.
Yeah, but honestly, be forgiving for you. And remember, I mean, obviously, we are all entrepreneurs here. Impact helps a lot of entrepreneurs. And yes, we always strive to be successful. We are always striving to be the best. But the journey actually matters. It's not only about the result. So make sure that you enjoy the journey as well. Make sure that you treat yourself well. It's not worth the success if you're going to lose half of your life in that journey as well. So yeah, I think that's a good ending for our session.
Perfect. So thanks a lot, Saif, for taking some time out to engage with us. I'm sure our viewers would practice meditation and mindfulness, as this is a great way to control our thoughts, our talks, and have a positive outlook on all situations. Also, a big thanks to all our viewers for watching us, and don't forget to subscribe to TikTok Thursdays by Impact. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.